Of course, this era is not complete without a little bit of controversy. It just seems to be nowadays. There's no getting around it no matter what kind of fight you got. You got knockouts, unanimous decision, split decision. You got all this stuff. It's always going to be some controversy. So recently, Tyson Fury and Dillian Whyte had a fight. Tyson Fury knocks him out. Should be in the story. Not in this era of boxing. Not in the fanboy era of boxing. So what a lot of people are claiming now, including Dillian Whyte, is that Tyson Fury pushed Dillian Whyte, which is illegal in boxing, and of course, he got away with it. Now, of course, pushing in boxing is a no-no. It's illegal. You're not supposed to do it. You're supposed to get a warning, or you're supposed to get some points deducted, whatever and whatnot. The only thing with this right here is Dillian Whyte is correct. Well, but you know what? Before we even go into solidifying what Dillian Whyte said, let's first put on our Columbo glasses and first see what he's talking about. So we finna watch the push that he's talking about. Okay, so there it is in real time. So it did happen, okay? Which Tyson Fury wasn't supposed to do, all right? But nonetheless, okay? Tyson Fury pushing Dillian Whyte, although it's illegal and you're not supposed to do it, if you look at the way in which the push came off, it wasn't like, I don't look at that as 100% intentional. You know what? Let me not say that. Let me just put it like this. The uppercut that Dillian Whyte got hit with, whether he got pushed or not, Dillian Whyte was going down. Now, how hard he would hit the ground and would he hit the ground and then hit his head on top of that without the push, that is something that people can have a conversation about. But that push to me in no way aided the knockout that Tyson Fury got over Dillian Whyte. Meaning, Dillian Whyte was already out. He was already on his way down. Did Tyson Fury accelerate it and speed up that travel to the ground with a little bit of push? Yes, he did. But that push does not change the fact of what that uppercut did at the end of the day. It just doesn't. No matter how people want to get around it, it just doesn't. That uppercut rocked him, and he may have been a little bit delayed going down. But one thing's for sure, whether Tyson Fury pushed him or not, Dillian Whyte was on his way out. You know what I'm saying? That's for sure. Now, when he hit the ground, when he would have hit his head against the ground, like I said, that's, you could argue that, but I've seen Dillian Whyte laid out all kind of ways on the canvas before. They all look dramatic. You know what I'm saying? They all look dramatic. So to me, even though Tyson Fury did push him, really doesn't mean nothing to me in the outcome at the end of the day. And that push still doesn't take away or make up for the fact that he got hit with a killer uppercut and he was on his way out anyway. Could Tyson Fury not have pushed him on his way down? Yes, of course, he shouldn't have done that. But at the end of the day, that still don't take away from the damage that hook did to Dillian Whyte. Dillian Whyte was already on his way down. And that's just how it is. But of course, nowadays people are always looking for some reason of this, that, and third. And this is another thing. Let's say the ref did call it. That wouldn't have saved him from the 10 count. So what's the point? You know what I'm saying? You couldn't get up. So what's the point? So when he pushed you and you fell down to the ground, even if they was going to call that push, they wasn't going to call that until you got back on your feet. But you said you was pushing whatever, whatnot, but they're not going to overthrow his win or take away his knockout because of that push. I'm sorry, it's not great enough. They seen what really did the impact. The push was an afterthought. Although illegal, although it shouldn't have been done, although, yes, you can call it out, it doesn't take away from the victory. Dillian Whyte was on his way out no matter what. You know what I'm saying? He was on his way down no matter what. Would he have hit his head on the canvas? Who knows? Who knows? But that push definitely doesn't deserve to be able to take away from that hell of an uppercut, you know what I'm saying, that he rung Dillian Whyte's belt with. You know, we just in an era where I guess people will look for any reason to try to take away somebody's victory or whatever and whatnot. And one thing that I've always been an advocate of is I don't care if you like somebody or not. I don't care what you feel about them personal or not. As a man and woman, you should be able to differentiate your feelings from a person's skill set. You know, no matter how much I dislike somebody, I will never take away from anything that they have earned and it's obvious they deserve. You know, I will never do that, regardless if I hate you, if I dislike your fan base, or if I dislike anything else. I'll never take credit away where credit is fucking due. And that's simply for the fact is that's something that we all should practice in boxing. If people could put their feelings to the side, you know, and just talk straight up, just be honest in what you see, you know, then we wouldn't have this problem. But, you know, a lot of people, you know, wrapped up in emotions, so therefore they're talking about boxing and it's warped. And I mean, this fanboy, it's bad. You know what I'm saying? It's really bad. It's almost like the real boxing fans are outcasts. An honest boxing fan is outcast and labeled. You're this, you're that. I could be doing anything but telling the fucking truth. You know, but at the end of the day, yes, Tyson Fury did push Dillian Whyte. Did that have an effect on the outcome of the fight? No, it didn't. He rung his bell. He was still on his way down. And that's pretty much the end of the story. He lost fair and square. Tyson Fury, for the most part, won fair and square. You know, and then in the heat of the exchange, you know, a lot of shit can happen. But I don't know, even if he did push him and Dillian Whyte was to get up, do you think they would have deducted a point? No, it would have been a warning, if anything. So that's not enough to try to take nothing away from the man's victory at the end of the day. But like always, that's my thoughts on it. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. I'm out.